Hi, I'm a pianist, composer, arranger, and recording artist, and I'm a teacher. And I'm going to answer a question that I get a lot is why music theory? Why learn music theory? When I talk about learn music theory, I'm not even talking about going to school or going to college for it. I'm purely talking about taking the time to learn the fundamentals of music and how it works. Learning about chords, learning about scales, learning about the music vocabulary that you can use to describe something. Why all of that? And I would suggest that there are two main reasons. There are more, but these are the main two that I can come up with. The first one is that it opens up possibilities for you. Now, you might say, well, can't I create great music without learning music theory? And my answer is yes, absolutely. You can create awesome music without learning music theory. Look at the Beatles, look at Billy Joel, look at Queen. They were just following where their ears took them, and they came up with some great stuff. You can too. But I have to tell you that I was primarily self-taught, and I created music that was relative to what I understood at that current point in time before I had any uh, training about how music theory worked, right? You can create great music relative to what your current understanding is. As your understanding increases, so will the quality of your music output. Because as I got older and I learned more about how music worked, I would look back at my younger stuff and say, well, that's limited to what I can do now. And as I grew older, my ears guided me in different directions, influenced by my new understanding. So that's the first reason. The second reason is uh, by learning music theory, you learn to communicate your musical ideas and you learn how to understand other musical ideas that are communicated to you. I've collaborated with several musicians who have great ideas, but because they don't have the musical vocabulary to describe what they're thinking, it makes the collaborative process much more difficult because I have to guess at what they're trying to tell me what they want. If they ask me to add a piano part or to write a part of music, but they don't know how to describe it in words, it makes things much harder. And so having that music theory background, and again, I'm not talking about going to school. You don't need to go to school for this. Having the understanding of the music, of the fundamentals of music, and having the vocabulary to describe what you're thinking allows you to communicate. So those are just my two thoughts on why learning music fundamentals is important for musicians. I would love to hear your thoughts below. Please feel free to leave a comment, and I will try to respond to as many as I can. But let's get a discussion going, and I'm interested to hear what you have to say. Thanks so much. Take care.